work at the Center for Leadership and Disability at Georgia State University. My work at the Center for Leadership and Disability, so the title is Community Advocate Specialist. I go in the community and I advocate about IPSE and inclusive post-secondary education. With that, I just go about and talk about programs that are in Georgia that has IPSE programs. And I also just like to advocate for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The most important big decision that I ever had to make is going to college. That was a big decision for me because a long time going through high school, I was in at the time it was called a special ed setting. I don't know what it's called now, but it was called a special ed setting. And I didn't really think college was for me because I know I needed a little more one-on-one help than other kids going into college. And I knew if I did go to college, it would be all up to me to make sure I obtain the information and try to break it down myself so I can understand it and also do good in college. So I just knew I need more one-on-one help in that area. And how I came to going to college is I heard about this IPSE program in my last IEP meeting in high school, and it was at Kennesaw State University. And I went to visit the campus, and I fell in love with how inclusive it was and how much tools that they would give me to make sure I have that college experience. And who helped me make that decision was my parents. They were behind me 100%. My parents helped me, figure out which college was for me to go, and that was Kennesaw. But when it comes down to it, it's also up to you to make that decision. Like, do you want to go to this college? Start off to say, so people that do have guardianship, everybody's story is different. Everybody's reason of having guardianship is probably different from the other person's reason of why they have guardianship. But what I think is, I don't really think that people with intellectual and developmental disabilities shouldn't have guardianship, because that's one person having control over their lives, and that one person makes that decision for that person, and that one person that have guardianship doesn't really have a choice in say how they live their life. But like I said before, everybody's story is different of why they have guardianship. But I really like to say, like, with guardianship, you should really look into alternatives to it. And I'm also a youth ambassador, and I go to different meetings that has to talk about supportive decision making, and doing different types of presentations that talks about the importance of alternatives to guardianship, or why is it important for people to look into supportive decision making, because it's really important, like I said before.